Once my composition's blocked in acrylic, then I switch to the oils to do the overpainting. So after blocking in roughly the sun area, everything that's not trees or foliage is going to be sky. So even though it looks like I'm painting it all in whites, it's actually a variety of different colors that gradate from warm at the sun to cooler and darker as they move away. And then it's on to paint in the shadow patterns of the snow. You can see that I already have the rough patterns of the shadows blocked in acrylic, and that just helps me. That just acts as a guide, because at this stage I'm really focusing on the subtleties in the blues and the subtleties in the sunlit areas. For the darker shadow areas of the snow, I've got about 9 or 10 different variations of blues mixed on my palette. And the same goes for the sunlit areas. There's about 8 or 9 colors, so going from kind of a warm, almost a warm white to a light mauve that indicate the sunlit colors. And you can see all of that subtlety in the snow, especially around that tree leaning to the left and that little hole beside the tree and the snow going up the side of the tree. And now it's time for the birches. With the birches, again, I mix my colors on my palette that I'm going to be using. And I think I ended up had 5 palettes going on this painting. And I decided for these birches, rather than kind of a more stylistic birch that I sometimes do, I was going to do a little more realistic. So I tried to mix the colors that were a little more realistic, and then really kind of paid attention to making those trees look more realistic and lifelike, and less kind of my stylized typical birch. Now when I get up near the sun, again I have to decide which trees are going in front of the birches or the pine trees and which ones are going behind, and just really working on getting that light effect. And then I'll move on to the other birches. As well as having about 8 or 10 colors mixed in each birch, I tried to make each birch a little bit different in terms of how dark or how light or how warm it was, with the 2 right up near the sun being the warmest. Then it's time to look at the background. So at this stage, anything that's not snow, tree, or sky has to be background foliage. So now I'm going in and I'm not painting leaves or trees or anything. I'm just putting in strokes of color that are kind of suggestive of the distant background. And all I'm paying attention to here is the value, how light or dark these areas are, and how warm they are. And then I'm coming back on the birches and I'm putting a rim light on the sunlit and on the shadow side, and then that's about it. Oh, last thing is the little bit of snow on the branches. Well, there it is, done. I wish I could paint that fast all the time. I get a lot more work done. I'm actually really pleased with this piece. It turned out really special, and it's actually got a lot of response so far on social media. So anyways, this piece is going to be one of many originals that I'm going to have at my studio open house coming up in 2 weeks. And so that's Saturday and Sunday, November 19th and 20th. And that'll be at my home studio in Whitby, Ontario at 39 Cornerstone Crescent from 1 till 5 p.m. Each day. And this is something that I do every year, my annual open house. This is the only weekend of the year where I discount my originals. And we're going to be taking 20% off all of my products here at the house for that day. So that's originals, Giclées, hand-and-belted Giclées, as well as paper prints. And we also, this year, I'm excited because we have our new online store on my website, and we are also going to offer 10% off all purchases of Giclées made on my online store over the course of the weekend. And that will also be shipped for free to anywhere in Canada and the continental US. So the shipping, the online order offer is only available in continental US and Canada. And as I say, 10% off, and we will ship for free. So I'm really excited about the open house. It's if you haven't been out here before, it's a really great day. It's one of the kind of probably the best opportunity to see most of our Giclées here in person. And I expect to have 10 to 15 originals here. And as I say, this is one of the ones that's going to be here. So yeah, I guess. Got to get back to work and on to the next one. I've only got 13 days left till the open house, and I hope to see you here. Thank you.